Lord, if your will is for me to be permanently bound to a wheelchair, to not make it through college, whatever, let my life glorify you while I'm here. Always was a little bit behind as a young child. Around fourth grade, my legs quit working. We went to the doctor, and the doctors told my parents that I would be probably permanently bound to a wheelchair by sixth grade. Probably would not live past high school, so don't bother to send him to college. I remember looking at my doctor, and I said, well, doc, if that's what God's plan is for me, then that's fine, but if not, watch what happens. Where the pastor is talking about Pharaoh and how God had hardened Pharaoh's heart because Pharaoh had chosen not to be obedient to him. Without surrendering to the Lord's conviction, the more likely that our hearts are going to become numb. And I was at the point where I was doing everything that a Christian's supposed to do, but I wasn't a Christian. And that night I prayed to receive Christ. From there on, I've just desired to do whatever God calls me to do. I'd met who became my wife later, and we were at a conference in Gatlinburg. By the end of that night, I had realized that, you know what, I have been running from God, just like Jonah ran from God, and I realized that God can use me. He will use me. I surrendered to ministry that night. I said, Lord, I'll serve you in vocational ministry wherever you send me. One of my big things is my disability still affects me. There's times that I struggle. I began working at a teeny tiny church. First couple of weeks there as a volunteer, I met this little girl. Courtney had cerebral palsy. And I tried to talk to Courtney just to try to be cool, and her sister looked at me and said, oh, her name's Courtney, but she's not going to talk to you. But she won't. She doesn't talk to anyone. About a month later, she wouldn't stop talking to me. Courtney continued to come over to our house and do Bible study with us and just a couple of two or three other teenagers. God kind of showed me what you see as a disability, I'm using to show others ability. Lord, I'll serve you in ministry wherever, however, at whatever cost. And right now, that's in youth ministry. The Great Commission says, go, make disciples. And yes, that means as you're going where you are, but it also means go. If I call you to go, be willing to go. And that's what my wife and I, as I've always said, we'll go wherever you call us.